When it comes to hunting arrows, not all 5mm arrows are created equal. So today we're talking about our top 3 most popular 5mm arrow shafts, how they're different, and which one might be the best option for you. All right, thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm Zakk with Extreme Outfitters, and like I said, we're talking about our top 3 most popular 5mm arrows that we see here at our shop at Extreme Outfitters. So starting in no particular order, we've got the Axis 5mm. This is one of my personal favorite arrows. I've shot these for a long time, and they've been in the lineup for a long time. But this is gonna be your overall heavier 5mm option out of the lineup that we have here. But with that being an overall heavier, this is probably the most durable arrow I think on the market when it comes to 5mm shafts. Incredibly robust, incredibly durable, but it is overall heavier. So if you're somebody that's looking to build an overall just heavy arrow setup, the Axis 5mm is a great option for you. It does come in bare shafts or pre-fletched. Their new match grade come pre-fletched with the AAE hybrid, which I personally am a big fan of. When you move to the front of the arrow, these come with, the way we carry them is a hit insert. It's a 16 grain insert that actually goes inside of the shaft, and they come with their new ballistic collars. So these are cool. They go in front of all of their 5mm options. So it just further enhances the durability of the shaft, and whenever it comes to lining up broadheads and field points, they're nice and flush, and it's just an additional layer of protection or insurance for that particular arrow. You also have additional insert options that you can upgrade to. I personally, whenever I've run my Axis 5mm, I typically run, because it's an overall greater GPI arrow, or grains per inch, I typically just run with the standard insert, but there's a lot of guys that are looking to add additional weight to make a really overall heavy arrow, and that's where the insert options that Easton has is fantastic. So they do have brass. This is their break-off brass. You can get it in, it comes overall at 75 grains, but you can break it off and get it down to 50 grains. You've also got, they've got a stainless steel 75 grain option, and new for this year, they've come out with their match grade 5mm half out systems. So these are available in a 55, a 75, and 100 grain options. So you've got a lot of really great insert options for any of the 5mm arrows from Easton. The great thing about their outsert system is on the actual shank that goes inside of the shaft, there's an O-ring on it, so when you line that up and insert it into the shaft, there's no slop or no play, so it's a really great system. Moving from the Axis 5mm, brand new from this year is the 5.0 from Easton. Again, this comes in bare shafts or pre-fletched options. For their match grade, you get the AAE hybrid option on the back of the vane. And this is Easton's answer to a lighter overall 5mm shaft. So this is much lighter than your Axis 5mm and probably one of the lighter overall 5mm arrows out of any of the 5mm options on the market. So with that, you know, it's a lower GPI. You're not gonna have the same durability that you get out of the Axis 5mm, right? There's less material, it's a thinner wall, it is going to be more brittle than the 5mm. But I personally went from the Axis 5mm to the 5.0 this year and have shot them all year, and I have had no issues running them or seen any durability issues with them. I have, however, heard of people having issues with the durability side of the 5.0. Personally, for me, the way I've got mine built up, there's 50 grains of brass up front using that break-off brass from Easton with no collar with a 100 grain point up front. So I've got a total of 150 grains up front. And again, I just haven't had no issues with them. This is a great arrow if you're somebody that really wants to focus on more front of center FOC, right? Like the Axis 5mm, it's just an overall really heavy arrow. The 5.0 gives you the ability to add point weight and get a more FOC focused arrow. So you can build these arrows whether you want to run them light and fast or you want to stack weight up front, get that FOC and get an overall heavier arrow. The Easton 5.0 is going to be a great option for you. Again, you've got all of Easton's 5mm component options. So there's a lot of options when it comes to building these arrows and configuring them the way that best suits you and what your goals are. And then finally, we move over to, I would say, probably our most popular 5mm arrow that we've sold. It's gonna be the Victory RIP TKO. So this is, like I said, from Victory, it's their 5mm option. These come in a Elite and a Gamer shaft. So the Elite is gonna be your 1,000th, the Gamer is gonna be your 3,000ths. Easton has their match grade, which is their 1000s, and then they have a standard 3000s option as well. The thing that's nice about Victory is one, of the look of the arrow. It's a sharp looking arrow. And it's gonna fall kind of in between the Axis 5mm and the 5.0. So I think it's a really happy medium arrow. One, it's very durable. It's got a nice ceramic nano coating on it. So these arrows pull extremely well. So if you're shooting targets or you're looking for penetration, the coating on these is nice. These arrows, again, I can't say enough how well they pull compared to some of your other 5mm options. These we sell in bare shaft, so we do not offer a fletched option in these currently because the bare shaft option has been that much more popular for us. When they look at component options, there was an inline change with these. So these used to come with your shock outsert system. So it was an aluminum 50 grain outsert. It's a little bit longer of an outsert option. They recently, this year, went to their new outsert option. So this, again, this is still 50 grains, but instead of being all aluminum, it's a stainless steel. So you get a little bit more of a durable outsert option from Victory. I think it's a great update to the 5mm lineup from them. Again, it's a little bit shorter, so it does change the overall length of your arrow if you're factoring in overall length, including components. So it is an inline change that you need to be aware of. The other thing about the Victory RIP TKO is all of these arrows are digitally spine aligned. So if you're somebody that likes to fletch your arrows based off the spine alignment, it's very easy to see where the spine is on these arrows as Victory goes through and labels them all for you. So when it comes to fletching, it's very, very easy to index these and be repetitive with it when it comes to fletching your own arrows. When you look at the shaft of the RIP TKO, this is a 3K weave. So these are a little bit stiffer of an arrow. According to Victory, these are gonna have better recovery in flight and a little bit more consistent when it comes to spine. So when we talk about the 5mm arrows, which the right arrow for you, right? There's a lot of different options out there, but I think it really comes down to application, right? What are your goals? If you're primarily bow hunting and you're looking for maybe an Eastern whitetail arrow, something that's just really durable, really robust, and an overall heavier arrow build, the Easton Axis 5mm is gonna be a great option for you. It's tried and true. It is on the heavier side, but with that comes the durability. So if you're not shooting those far shots, it's a really great arrow. If you're somebody that's looking for ultra lightweight or more focus on front of center, or you're looking for an arrow that really does everything, right? You're shooting total archery challenge, you're bow hunting, East Coast, West Coast, you want something that does everything decently well, I would say the 5.0 is gonna be a better option for you just because of the ability to play with the build when it comes to overall weight and all of the component options Easton offers, right? You can run the hit insert, you can run the 5mm half out system. There's a lot of options to really build or tailor this build to your goals. And then Victory, the RIP TKO falls right in the middle there, right? It's gonna be in the middle as far as overall weight. But when it comes to durability, it's another really great option. We see a lot of guys who've really gravitated towards these as bow hunters. Like I said, it's probably our #1 selling shaft when it comes to our e-commerce business. We ship these things out daily. Very durable, robust, and Victory makes it nice when it comes to the spine alignment, their 3K weave, just a durable and a sharp looking arrow. So if you're looking for 5mm arrows, we've got a huge selection of them. Head over to the website, extremeoutfitters.com. If you have questions on what arrow might be best for you, you can always reach out to us and we will help you, guide you along in the build process and help you pick out an arrow that is best suited for you. I did want to have an honorable mention. It's new for this year. It is the Victory HLR. So it is Victory's answer to an even lighter 5mm option. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. It is another great option for you to look at. A little bit newer for this year, and it's been, again, very popular, but not quite as popular as these three, as these are the top 3 sellers for us. So if you're looking for some new arrows, head over to the website, extremeoutfitters.com. Don't forget, we offer all arrows sold individually. So if you want to do some testing on your own, you want to try out one of each, you can do that. We also offer, again, free cut and glue and free shipping over $50 with the code FREESHIP. So hit the website. If you got questions, reach out to us and then drop some comments, give us some feedback. What's your favorite 5mm arrow that you're running and how do you have it set up? And is your primary focus bow hunting? Are you looking for arrows specifically for total archery or something that does everything well? Drop the comments, give us some feedback, and as always, we appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.